Real quick, I'm going to explain to everybody why EA Sports is doing what they've been doing the last two launches and the dirty backhanded business tactics behind it. I'm going to do it very briefly, and then we're going to clip it. We're going to put it up on my socials, and I hope that you guys retweet it and repost it so everybody can see it. EA Sports NHL is a smaller version of all the other sports games. It's not as big as those games. So when they have a release, they will never ever get as much traffic to their social medias or websites on their release due to just their game and the positive nature of their game. They understood this a long time ago. So what they decided to do is they decided to release the game with glaring holes in it, broken in ways that everybody would have to go try to get answers. They made it to where the only way that you can try to get answers is on EA Forums, which is a forum that a lot of game changers actually get asked to be game changers for their time spent on the forums. So they're driving traffic and interaction to social media forums, to their own forums, by releasing a broken game. We allowed them to release patch after patch after patch without any of it being perfect, or at least the full game that they said it would be last year. So now you look at what parts of the games are mostly broken. Chell, which other than the few things that they actually put a microtransaction as in to like buy like Chell outfits if you want to, that's not where they make their money. They make their money in Hut. Hut is one of the modes that even if your game is broken right now, Hut seems to load up for people. But follow me on this. If they're driving interaction by having people having to go to their social medias to figure out what the hell is wrong with this game and when is it going to be working again, the algorithm doesn't care. They're getting interactions. It doesn't matter if you said, fuck you, EA, EA's terrible, whatever. You're interacting with their post. So they're getting a lot of publicity off of infamy, off of driving you to have to get your questions and your problems answered through their social media. Then they're breaking the other parts of the game that you don't have to add any more money to. They're basically a casino that Chell is down, which is the free pasta bar, okay? Be a Pro is the same exact show, which is the show that you also get for free with your free sodas. And as these things are broken, they say, come on over here and sit next to all these really shiny slot machines that just so happen to be Hut. And then when it's broken and they go, hey, we fixed it and we're sorry we messed it up, we're going to give you some Hut cards. We're going to give you some free money to play in the slots until we get the buffet up, right? So they're trying to drive people towards the microtransactions by releasing their game as a broken game that you can go into Hut and play. They're trying to drive interaction and social media interaction by it being so broken that instead of you buying it and not having to tweet anything about it other than I really like it, you have to go, hey, when's this going to fix? When's that going to fix? How do we get this? Where did that happen? They're giving you a broken game on purpose, and they're hoping that 25% of us spend a shitload of money on Hut because they don't make money off the $100 they're charging everybody. They make the money off of people getting addicted and spending $2,000 on Hut. If only 25% of us go into Hut and become addicted to Hut, that makes way more money than the sale of the game. They're trying to make people addicted to Hut. Period. Right. But as you don't spend shit on it, understand that some of your friends that aren't as strong-minded to go into a casino and walk out without spending a quick $5 are getting eaten up by EA. You want to hear something even more gross? This can be added to the end of it too. When I worked at a mill, I worked for a guy named Red Emerson, okay? Red Emerson had so much money in his bank account that they offered us the opportunity to wait 5 extra days to get our Christmas bonuses, and they would double. The reason that is, right? The reason that is because when the money sits there, it creates so much interest over those amount of days that he has plenty to give us a bonus. But I want you to hear this. This is really important. This is really important. The reason EA is not answering anybody's problems right now is because every day that they avoid giving you a refund for your $100, they just treated this whole thing like a subscription. They took all of your money, right? Released a broken product, and now you're not going to hear from them until they hold the money in the account long enough to where the interest accrued is enough to cover all of the refunds if they wanted to. So they just used an entire community to turn into gamblers that'll pay them every year, lifetime, and to literally put a nut amount in their bank account that they can sit on and ignore everybody that gave them that money, like a subscription service, until the interest is accrued beyond what that is, and then they'll start fixing the problems. It's absolutely... You're welcome.